Let me ask you all a quick question. Have you ever wanted to go up to random people on the street, ask them questions pretending like it's in good faith, when actually all you want to do is tell them why they're wrong and why you're right, and then you proceed to go on and make fun of them or provoke them until they eventually lose their cool and you can put them in the thumbnail? No? That's not something you want to do because you're a normal person? But for YouTuber and TikToker bodittle, that sounds like easy money right there. That sounds like a nice chunk of change. And before I get into the absolute garbage that this guy creates, I just want to ask real quick, what kind of name is bodittle? Why would you make that your name? Did one day you just wake up and you thought to yourself, bodittle, that's a killer name. Think I'm gonna use that for myself. But I guess whenever your actual name is Bo Alford, it kind of makes sense. You know what? Come to think of it, maybe I should change my name. With how much people make fun of my last name because it looks like the word Kuntz. It's not, it's pronounced Kuntz, but I see the comments. Maybe I'll just call myself Max Diddle from now on. Max Diddle. Why do you have the word diddle in your name? Like, that's weird. I'm not the only one that finds that weird, right? Like, that's weird. Okay, anyway, enough about his name. Who really is bodittle? Well, bodittle started his online career about 2 years ago, and he's been making a name for himself by doing street interviews. But these aren't your wholesome street interviews. These aren't even just normal street interviews. These are incredibly bad street interviews. I don't even know if you want to call them street interviews at this point. You could probably call it just like harassment. We have absolute bangers here, like I got attacked at an abortion rally. Wonder how he got attacked. Wonder why. I'm sure it definitely wasn't because he was interrogating people. It definitely wasn't because of that. LGBT Karen threatens to assault me. Wonder why. The police forced me to leave Nashville Pride. And I got kicked out of an LGBTQ church again. Damn, he's getting kicked out of all these places. It really seems like I wonder why people don't like him. Weird. Now you might be wondering why it says again down there, because there is no video before this where he gets kicked out of an LGBTQ church, and I have an answer for that. So around a year ago, he went into an LGBTQ plus church in Plano, Texas. And the reason why you are not seeing this video up on his page, which previously had over 200,000 views, is because not too long after he uploaded it, that same church got firebombed. Maybe it's just a weird coincidence that a church gets firebombed for no apparent reason after you upload a video where you are harassing the people inside it, but I don't think so. Now, I am not accusing Bo or anybody from his team for firebombing the church, but after you upload a video where you are harassing a church for being accepting, claiming that they are not following the ways of the Bible according to you, I think it's pretty safe to say that one of his viewers probably wanted to take things into his own hands. But I've been doing a lot of talking, okay? I think it's time to hear what bodittle actually has to say, and I think it'd be best to start at the beginning. Let's start off with one of his first videos that he uploaded to his channel. I got attacked at an abortion rally. So about a minute into the video, this woman is trying to talk to bodittle. I'm sorry, it's so hard to fucking keep a serious face with a name like that. I'm just gonna call him Bo from now on. I'm just gonna call him Bo. But this woman tries to explain to Bo very politely about why they're there, what they're protesting about. This was in Nashville, Tennessee, right after the abortion ban, and she's quite literally just trying to explain her perspective, why they're there, the importance of it, and he has a very different perspective on it. One of those perspectives might be because he's a man. It might be because of that, but why don't we just hear what he has to say?
In many studies, it's more than 99% is due to being not ready to carry the child. So if we would preach abstinence, if we would get Christian morals back into the world and stop glorifying and OnlyFans, this would not be an issue. So that's what I'm trying to say, is if you keep your legs closed, this is not going to be an issue.
Ladies, sit down. The man is talking, okay? Shut the fuck up. We got the young white man here talking, who has, as we will come to see, never had sex with anyone, which is very apparent just by looking at him. I mean, I think anybody would be able to tell that that guy's a virgin. There is no way a woman is letting you come into contact with her.
I'm saving myself for marriage.
So a couple things here. I find it really odd whenever people like this say, maybe if you guys kept your legs closed. Yeah, ladies, maybe if you just stopped like having sex. First off, you're a fucking nerd. Loser virgin here. Why are you talking about women spreading their legs when there is a guy that is involved with this? Like, you do realize like he's doing it too. I just find it really odd that these guys are always yelling at the women for having sex whenever there's a guy having sex. But then what I also find really weird here is that he talks about porn and OnlyFans contributing to this. I'm sorry, what? If we stopped glorifying pornography, then we'd have less abortions? I feel like it would kind of be the opposite way around, don't you think? Like, I feel like if there was more porn and more guys were jacking off to more porn instead of having sex with women, that would result in less pregnancies, correct? I mean, what do I know though? What do I know? I'm not the 21-year-old white guy telling women that they're wrong at an abortion rally. So, you know, I mean, maybe I need to sit my ass back down. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. I also think it's important to point out here that before all of this even took place, he was walking around telling everybody that rape never happens.
It never happens. That's what I'm saying. Just keep your legs closed. This won't be an issue. Literally never happens. If you would keep your legs closed until marriage, this wouldn't be an issue. Never happens.
I had to tell them that they were miscarrying and wanted pregnancy.
Literally never happens. This is a great day. You guys are gonna go to jail.
He then goes on to make fun of another person for wearing a dress.
Get this guy on film. Get this guy on film. Look at this guy. I'm the loser, and look at you. You're in a dress and have a mustache.
First off, Bo, flag on the field. That is a skirt. I don't want to nitpick here, buddy, but you're kind of dumb, because that's obviously a skirt. I think we need to put a rule in place that if you can't tell the difference between a dress and a skirt, you probably shouldn't have opinions on how women should use their bodies.
Owen Schroyer. Owen Schroyer. One second. Let me.
Dude, ew! Look at them pits! I know that man is smelling nasty right now. And I mean, it kind of makes sense whenever you're like outside in Tennessee in dress pants and a polo shirt that's tucked in. You'd probably be sweating quite a bit. But also just like, ew, nasty. So then the same person that he made fun of for wearing the skirt goes up to him and throws his mic.
Where this picture?
Which props to them. Good for you. Stand your ground. I respect it. But Bo is not too happy. Okay, he's a little upsetty spaghetti.
Where is that guy? Where is he at? Hey, come here, you son of a...
Bo, what are you doing? I thought you preached against swearing. What are you saying things like bitch? Didn't you make a whole TikTok on how it's bad to swear?
Cussing books of the world has like a bad connotation. And so I feel bad as a Christian. Like when my editor Gabe here, he knows my heart. So like, you know, I'll mess around with him, call him the... I'm joking.
But like, I wouldn't say that in public just because that has a bad connotation. Hey, we're gonna need police over here.
Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not.
I have it on camera. I have it on camera.
Guys, I went to a protest and I made fun of people and I tried to piss them off as much as I could and then they got mad at me. Can you believe it? Why would they do something like that? They touched my mic. I'm the victim here.
I'm the one doing it. I'm the one doing it?
Yes. Yes, you are doing it. That's the whole reason why you went there. Was so you could make people mad, so you could get this reaction, so you could put it in the thumbnail, and so you could get views. I'm telling you, bro, it's gotta be the easiest shit in the world to be like an insane right-wing Republican. You could just be the dumbest asshole on the planet and still make bank. Honestly, I'm starting to think maybe I should switch over, okay? Because what I'm doing now, it ain't making jack shit for me. I just need to start being like really racist, really homophobic, really misogynistic, just an overall piece of shit. Then maybe I could make some dough.
You're dressed in a dress. You're a lunatic.
Bo, you did it again. You did it again. Come on, bro. It's super easy, bro. It's a skirt. It's a skirt. You're always talking about facts, okay? The facts. Well, the fact is they're wearing a skirt, not a damn dress. The frame that I paused this on, Bo is kind of looking a little bit like Porky Pig.
Bro, go watch the YouTube. Just go.
Oh, believe me, you're gonna be everywhere. Look at you. Look at you.
Look at you. Look at you.
Oh.
He's trying to like shit on all these people like, look at you, look at you. You're wearing dress slacks and a tucked in polo shirt as a 21-year-old. Dog, you're the lamest kid I've ever seen. You ain't got shit for these people on fashion, okay?
Pictures of you. I was just wondering, are you at TC right to lie?
With each passing frame, he just gains more sweat. There's just more sweat. Bo made himself more wet in this video than he will ever make to any other woman. He then goes up to this older woman who has some signs that say never again with a clothes hanger on it, which if you're not aware, before Roe v. Wade was passed, that is how abortions had to be handled. It was incredibly dangerous, very harmful to the woman's life. So obviously we would not want to go back to that method. That was incredibly dangerous. But let's hear a little bit of their conversation.
So we talk about a small percentage of women dying. How about the children? How about the unborn children? Do you think they have rights or no?
A small percentage of women dying? I don't think you're talking about the potential of a small percentage of women.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There's like 60,000 women and then 45 million babies across the world.
You mean current statistics, correct?
What do you mean?
Where are you getting your statistics and when were they based?
Just go online. You can find it.
Just go online. Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, I mean, you can just find whatever you want. I mean, yeah. She like straight up asks like for statistics, like, is it nowadays or are you talking about back then? There are so many different variables here and he's just like, it's just the number I read and I memorized it so it could be a talking point whenever I came to this rally so I could piss people off. So it seems like what you would prefer here is that if if there was, let's say, a problem with the pregnancy, in any case, really, that the woman should still carry the baby to term, even if it requires losing her life. So then in that case, we could just eliminate 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Let's get rid of the woman and let's get rid of the baby after it comes full term. That seems like it'll solve the issue. Very insightful thoughts here. Very insightful, very knowledgeable. You're a very smart guy.
So are you a pro-abortion? Are you abortion extremist? Do you think they should be cut off at any time? Do you think 3rd trimester is okay, 2nd trimester, 1st trimester? What's your thoughts?
I think that it depends on the situation, and I don't think the government has the right to tell a woman and her family and her physician what to do.
And there you have it. There you have it. You got grandma cooking this little boy over here. Not that Bo really needed cooked anymore because he's already roasting in his polo, but mad respect to Granny. So as we can see here, Bo just has a really big heart. He doesn't want any abortions to happen because he considers that murder. He wants to preserve life. Now, if he truly believed that, I am curious why he tweeted out and said, as a Christian, it is imperative to protect the Israel land. Bible prophecies are unfolding right in front of our eyes. You do realize that Israel has killed over 15,000 kids, right? Oh, but those ones don't matter though, right? They don't matter because God said so. God said we need Israel so the rapture can happen. So killing is good. It's just kind of annoying whenever you act like you care about human life, but then you just don't care about human life. I think that's kind of odd. But then getting off of that topic, he has this one tweet that says, if women can't even drive, what makes you think them being in the government would end any better? So completely lines up with his misogyny and his abortion takes. But enough with Bo's dogshit tweets. Let's get back to his dogshit videos. Let's take a look at the police forced me to leave Nashville Pride. So this whole video is made to make fun of the LGBTQ+ community, but that really wasn't enough for Bo and his team. They also wanted to throw in some jabs there at the Black community. So after they are done interviewing these people, they will ask them to kneel on the ground and put up a fist in regards to Juneteenth, and because their cameraman is Black.
My Black cameraman has a question for you. Okay. He was just wondering if you guys could do the support for the Black community. Instead of sending reparations, is that something you guys can do?
Just a funny joke in there. I was laughing my ass off when I was watching it. I mean, it's just a knee slapper every time. Bo's a comedic genius. Obviously, everything I just said was sarcasm because it is quite literally the dumbest and most awkward interactions of his entire videos.
Get on the one knee and hit it up. It'd be great. So you can do it for 1 second. It's okay. 1 second. All right, guys.
Do it to coordinate, yeah. Let's do it. All right, sweet. BLM. Let's go.
Dude! No way! You made them bend down to the ground and put up a fist? That shit's crazy right there. These guys are such jokesters. They're such pranksters. How do you guys come up with this? You really showed them. So once they are done paying their respects to the Black community, this dumbass says this.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Have fun spreading.
I don't know how you exist this way. Like, it's not a headspace that I can even get into and pretend to kind of see their perspective because you're just an asshole. If somebody doesn't fit the criteria that you've made for yourself, then they're just dumb. This is like high school type shit. This is like 13-year-old type shit. Like, this is what kids do, right? You're a fucking adult, bro. But I guess when that's what gets the views, you know, might as well just do it.
That's all gay people do is...
Well, the majority of what they do is kind of spread. I mean, it's and all that kind of, you know, gross stuff.
I don't know the name of this guy, so I'm just gonna call him Richard for now. So Richard, you do realize that straight people spread STDs too, right? You do realize it's not just gay people. It's everybody. Like, STDs exist. If you have enough sex, eventually you'll probably get an STD. Granted though, you probably know nothing about that. So then Richard proceeds to talk to this person and asks them if they're a clown because he can't tell if they're a guy or a girl because apparently that matters.
What's up with you? What are you supposed to be? A clown? Like, I can't tell. Are you a guy or a girl?
Why does that matter?
Of course it matters.
Why?
Because I'm going to treat you differently if you're a guy or a girl.
Why would you do that?
Well, I treat girls with a little more respect and, you know, love and opening the doors for them, and with the bros, I just hang.
Well, yeah, but like, why can't you just treat the boys?
Of course, I treat my boys with love.
Exactly. So what's the difference?
Yeah, so Richard just got bodied in that debate, if that's what you want to call it, because there is no reason why you should treat anybody differently depending on if they're a guy or a girl. You should treat everybody with love and respect. But then they do proceed to cut out the part where the couple kiss.
Really?
Because that's a sin. God said none of that. Okay, he preached abstinence. He preached no gay.
You should probably repent. That was actually really gross.
People shouldn't kiss, guys. That's yucky. That's gross. I'm also 10 years old, so that's why I think that way.
And you're a girl, so, I mean, that was technically straight. what just happened there. That's a girl. You can tell by the physiognomy right there.
I'm sorry, Richard, can we run that back?
That's a girl. You can tell by the physiognomy right there.
See, guys, the way you can tell if someone's a boy or a girl is because of their physiognomy. It's all about the physiognomy. You're walking down the street one day, you see someone, you can't exactly tell if they're a girl or a boy. Just look at their physiognomy. Okay, it'll tell you all you need to know. All the racism, homophobia, it's pretty annoying, makes me mad. But also what makes me really mad is the fact that you guys don't know jack shit about anything. We're talking about skirts being dresses, we're talking about people's physiognomy now.
Mid-clip break, if you guys are liking Lance in the videos, let me know.
Okay, so his name is Lance. At least now I know. I'm not going to call him that. I will dead name him. His name is Richard now because he's a dick, but at least we do know what his previous name was. He then goes up to these two women and compliments them.
Hey guys, I have to say for lesbians, you guys look really nice, so I wanted to talk to you guys.
What a dumbass, bro. I love that he just tries to insult people no matter what. He's giving these women a compliment because for lesbians, they look pretty nice. Because normally lesbians are ugly, but you lesbians, you actually look pretty nice. So I'm gonna have a conversation with you. Even a compliment can't be sincere from this guy. Okay, but compliments are over, okay? It's time to get into the nitty gritty. So he goes on to ask the one lady why she brought her son here last year.
Genuine question, why would you do that?
Why would I not?
Well, you're exposing him to,
because
like...
you're exposing him to gayness and
well, not
you're exposing to sexual degeneracy.
Here's the reason why I can't have a reasonable conversation with someone with the brain the size of Bo's. It's because anytime there's an aspect of the LGBTQ that's mentioned, they immediately turn it into sexual. Why are you exposing kids to sexual degeneracy? Why are you exposing kids to gayness and ass? This is the same line of thinking these people use in regards to LGBTQ representation being in schools or in movies or in media, is that kids should not be exposed to it because it is inherently sexual. There is nothing sexual about gay people existing. You, Bo, are the one making it sexual. Nobody's telling their kid that they have to have gay sex. That's not happening. Just like nobody's telling their kid to have straight sex because they're a kid.
I don't have sex in front of him, but I expose him to who I'm with.
Do you know how many people here have their and ass out?
Go to the beach, bro. Go to the beach and start yelling at people there. Oh, you're not going to? Why not? Because there's quite a bit of tits and ass out at the fucking beach.
He's like that small, and you're
like
taking him to an
this,
event with a bunch of like people who have sex with each other.
Guys, you're taking your kids out in public and they're seeing people that have sex in their bedroom, but they don't have sex the way I like to have sex because I've actually never had sex, because it scares me, because I've never been around a woman, because they don't let me come into contact with them. That's pretty messed up right there. My theory is that once babies come out of the womb, they immediately go up for adoption, and then we send them to people that have never had sex because they can't be looking at their parents because, do you know where babies come from? They had sex. I don't know if you know this. You see how stupid I sounded, Richard? It's because I did. Because that's stupid. The cops then end up coming up to Bo and Richard, and they tell him that they can't be filming there unless they have a permit. Bo then proceeds to ask him if he can put him in handcuffs just for the thumbnail, because at the end of the day, all of this is content. And we really don't give a fuck about people. We just want to, you know, make that bread. And the cop says that he will not do that, so it leaves them a bit disappointed, but then they end up finding their newest victim here.
What do you think about coming into these events as an ally?
I think it's cool. I mean, love is love.
Love is love. If I were to jump off a cliff, would you say, I love you, so I'm going to let you do it?
If that's what you wanted to do.
That's a very intense thought process, but...
Well, you're sitting here interrogating me about...
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions, okay? I'm not trying to interrogate you. I'm not trying to make you mad. I'm just asking questions in hopes that you will, so I can get good content. I'm not the bad guy here. You are, because you'll let me jump off a cliff. Why would you let me do that? Call me a little bit crazy here, but I think it's kind of a little different between two people like loving each other, falling in love, having a life together, compared to offing yourself. Because in the one instance, you're alive, and then in the other instance, you're dead. So to me, I think that's a little bit different. Just slightly, some might say. But to Bo, I mean, anything is anything, really. Anything's anything he wants it to be. How do you even compare the two? They're not comparable. They don't make any sense. You're dumb, and also you're like burnt to hell. Why didn't you wear sunscreen? I am happy that you're not sweating as much. I will say that, but you should really invest in some sunscreen, buddy. I'm watching out for you here. You're burning up, and you need to take care of it.
I think love is true, but true love is telling them to not go too far. Like, that is true love.
Two consenting adults loving each other is good, but it's only good if it's how I say it's good. Okay, do you get that? Do you understand what I'm saying now? I make the rules here. I'm bodittle. He then goes on to talk about procreation and expanding your bloodline, and that's why you should be straight.
If you like men, go with men. If you like women, go with women.
That's still not expanding the bloodline.
For all the dumb things that he says, like, I don't know, this one might just be the dumbest, because why do you care? Why do you care if people have babies or not? I mean, why do you care about any of this shit? But there are a lot of straight people that don't have kids too. 1, how is this an argument? 2, why is this an argument? And 3, please shut up. Please stop talking. Okay, Future Max here. As I was editing this video, I came across this one clip from his video called LGBTQ harasses Christians at Pride, and it was just way too good not to share. So in this clip, Bo comes across this person that is wearing a dead deer costume, and that is apparently really satanic. Sorry, let me correct that. That's very satanic, according to Bo.
What does this symbolize?
It's just a character that I made.
Does it symbolize any type of demonic activity?
No.
Okay, even with the red horns and the satanic imagery?
Yeah, it's actually a shot deer, so
Okay.
His name's Buckshot.
Okay.
It's not satanic.
And what are the pearls on it? Because those are definitely demonic.
The $5 plastic jewelry I bought?
Yeah, what is that?
That's just decoration, man.
You do know that that is demonic though, right?
Ah.
Dude, it's too good, bro. Like, why did you keep that in? Why did you keep that in? You look like an idiot. You look like a weird conspiracy, bro. I mean, you are, but like, why did you leave that in? Her reaction is so perfect too.
Ah.
Your reaction to this is like the same as like if a 70-year-old grandma saw this. You telling me you got that jewelry from Hot Topic? Yeah, that's the devil's lair, okay? That's where he goes to sleep at night. Also, Bo, you have read the Bible, and I don't believe there's anywhere in the Bible where it talks about dead deer being anywhere remotely satanic. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, I've read the Bible and I don't remember that. So I don't know where this conspiracy came from other than just your paranoia. I want to know what Bo thinks whenever he walks into somebody's house that has like mounted antlers up on their wall. Does he just immediately get on his knees and start like praying to God, asking him to like release all the demons from within that household? I can't even imagine what Bo would be like on Halloween. That's gotta be a crazy night for him. If this is what he considers satanic, dude. And there, I just gave Bo a new idea for a YouTube video. Damn it. With how much bodittle I've been watching, you know, I still don't like the guy, but it's kind of more in like a cutesy way now. Because like before I kind of just hated him. And now I still hate him, but it's kind of more in like a, like he's kind of like a dumb little baby. He kind of needs to be like nurtured and swaddled, you know, like tucked in at night. There's someone to be there for him, you know, pray away all the demons. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add in here. It's just, it's such a good clip. Anyway, back to former me. I'll be honest, at this point, I'm getting a little burnout of this guy. He's kind of... He's kind of taking a toll on me. But there was another video that I wanted to talk about a little bit where he goes to a pro-LGBTQ church and he talks to the pastor, talks to multiple people at the church about why what they're doing is wrong and how they should be following the Bible. And the Bible says that being homosexual is a sin, it's an abomination, yada, 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 same shit, different day. And then later in the video, he goes up to this lady and he's having a conversation at one of the booths. And these ladies are very nice. She's trying to explain to him why love is love. It doesn't matter. Not everything in the Bible should be taken literally, like we've moved past that, but he is not having it. Okay, yeah, this is bodittle we're talking about here.
I hope that you feel the love of God every day and you spread it.
Would you like a pride flag though?
I'm good. It's an abomination to God.
Oh, thank you.
Being a church, read that.
To which then the lady's mother ends up finding him, and I'll be honest, she kind of ate here.
Going around here telling my daughter she's an abomination, she's going to go to hell.
I didn't say that.
What right is that for you to judge? You guys should go apologize to her because that's rude.
I'm just reading Bible scriptures.
No.
It says pride is abomination to God.
No.
Why are you going to come up and scream at me? That's not very loving.
Because you made my daughter cry.
I'm just saying what the Bible
says. Something that
says.
you got no business in her business at.
Well, true love is loving your neighbor.
I hate this guy. I genuinely do. I hate him so much. Having the balls to go up to someone, telling them that they're an abomination, what they're doing is disgusting, and then turning around and saying, well, actually, the Bible says to love your neighbor, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking out for you. I'm just looking out for you guys. Like, I'm just trying to help. This is next level delusional. I don't know who you're trying to fool here with your nice guy act when all of your content is just being a piece of shit?
It is the responsibility of both parties, correct?
All right,
However,
thank you for correcting your statement.
However, please don't interrupt me if I'm answering a question that you're asking me.
I didn't know it was your interview, I'm sorry.
You're asking me a question.
You're not trying to change anybody's mind. And he knows this. He's not trying to change anybody's mind. He's trying to make content. Pretending to love your neighbor while promoting people like Nick Fuentes on your Twitter, or saying that women shouldn't be in Congress because they're incompetent and they can't drive, telling women what to do with their bodies, telling anybody that's not exactly like you that they're going to hell and that they're an abomination is not loving. You're not a loving guy. You don't love thy neighbor. And he, of all people, is very well aware of that. This is a guy that feeds off of the discrimination of minorities, and he loves it. And there's going to come a day when he gets his shit knocked in. And when that day comes, I will be laughing because I don't pretend to love all my neighbors. I don't like people like this guy. Do I hope that he can change? I hope everybody can change. I am a big fan of rehabilitation. A big part of why I make these videos is to show the hypocrisy in all of this and to help people become more understanding, more loving, more accepting to just people existing. You shouldn't hate on people for existing. Now, if you want to hate someone for their actions, yes, go right ahead. I hate this guy for his actions, and I extra hate that he's monetizing off of it and making a living from it, which is why I don't think he's going to change, because this is his livelihood. This is what makes him money. And mind you, I only scratched the surface. We only watched like 3 videos here. He's got a lot more videos on his YouTube, on his other YouTube account, on his TikTok. The stuff you saw here, just imagine that like times 10. Because there's a lot more of this guy. But that's bodittle for you. One of the newest, and some, myself, might say dumbest, street interviewer out there. And hopefully after today's video, I won't have to talk about him again. But there's a high likelihood that sometime in the future, I probably will. He's gonna find any way he can to just up the notch. Through his own rhetoric, he has already caused a church to catch on fire. Unless it was just the strangest coincidence in the entire world. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of him, and that does not make me happy. But thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate it. Much love to all of you out there that are not bodittle. And I'll see you in the next video when I am wearing a dress or a skirt. Sorry, I still don't know the difference between the two because I'm a dumbass.